I now have my objects tracked. You can see in the footage all three faces are kind of tracked by these objects, and the plan now is to create circles around these locations and apply filters to them, and that's what we do in this video. First we need to get a hold on this handle up here and split our working space. Then we select the content for the window to be the 3D view, and we delete the default cube. We don't need that. Delete, enter, on we go. Now I would like the front to be the first view, the camera angle. So I go to the front, you see the camera up there. I want the camera to be here, so I tell it to Ctrl-Alt-0 to take this view. So 1 is the front view. You can also go there by view front, numpad 1, or 1 if you emulate the normal keys. And Ctrl-Alt-0 to view, align active camera to view, Ctrl-Alt-Numpad 0, or Ctrl-Alt-0 if you emulate the numpad. That's it for now. Let's switch to the camera view by 0. And in the video movie clip editor, we select a marker. Let's take this one and switch to the reconstruction mode. In the reconstruction mode we can add the circles that we want to apply the filters to. For that we select a tracking marker and click on, in the team menu, on link empty to track. When I do that, you see the empty object in the 3D view, and the empty object itself has no dimension. It's just a location, a vector, so to say, and we append an object, a disk, to that. In order to do so, we click once into the 3D view, enter space, and write a new R to select add Nurbscircle to insert a circle. But we want this circle to be upright, not lying down, so we rotate it with R around the x-axis with X by 90 degrees, 90, enter, and there it is. Upright, ready to be positioned on that position. But it's still a wireframe, a path. We need a 2D shape. So once again we split our working place, select this to reflect properties, and in the properties pane we go onto the paths tab and select the shape for the wireframe to be 2D and create a surface. And then we take the surface and shift select the empty object, and with Control P we parent the disk to the object. And then by selecting the object and grabbing it with G and placing it on the parent object, we can align them so that the disk follows the coordinates of the path. And if I take the middle mouse and check the scene, I see they are perfectly aligned. And that's because I had the camera angle and aligned them according to the orientation on the camera, I guess. Don't take my word on that. Okay, Still, we have no feeling for dimensions in this view. Take a bit more space for that. To get that, we can set the clip frames as background for the scene view from the camera. So I set the camera as the frames as a background, and see the circle is a bit too large. And if I remember right, but you still see the circle is moving the frames, the marker in the frames. It's a nice way to test this. But here in the movie clip editor, you see that this is the moment where my face is biggest, right when I turn on the camera. So it's crucial to get sufficient coverage here. For that, I go back into the 3D view, select the circle with a right click, and scale it with S. Now, by dragging the mouse from and to the center, I can set its size. And since this is the absolute biggest circle I need over the whole video, I'll just try this and zoom in. Whenever this happens, you can return to the camera view with press on 0, and with Shift middle mouse button, you can drag the scene. I think this is a bit too small. I increase the size to cover at least a bit of my mouth. So this is the size I would like for the circle. And if we zoom out and go further in the video, you see it takes quite a lot of coverage of my head. That's okay, it covers enough at least. Okay, 0, middle mouse drag. Now for the second marker, we select the object, link an empty to the track, click into the scene, enter space, add the same Nurbscircle once again, with RX90, enter, we turn the circle. In the properties pane, we turn the surface on. Then we shift select the empty object to parent the two with Ctrl P, and select reduce selection to the disk alone, and grab it and place it on the empty object for alignment. With middle mouse button we can check once more. Perfect. This is the selection I had, so this is a perfect alignment with the parent object. 0 to return the camera view. I think a frame where the face is especially big might be this one. That's good. I scale the circle once more. I am happy with this. If the surrounding frames, yeah, it works. Yeah, that's good. It always covers enough details of my head to make me... Okay, here we see my mouth. It could be a problem, but it must not be. But it's nice to illustrate that the frames are still editable, the paths. So I can still go back into the movie clip editor and grab the marker, apply it to somewhere more appropriate, maybe this one, this place, and then drag it again with Ctrl T to see how it works. It works out, and it's fine really. It's repaired. It behaves nicely. We take that. Okay, scanning done. Third object. Right click, link empty to track. Shift middle mouse to scroll. The empty object is there. Then space at Nurbscircle. Enter RX90. Enter 2D. Shift select. Ctrl P. Enter. Select only this one. Grab. Align. Check. No, without shift. And we see it works fine. It's okay, it's just a bit before the axis. That's okay. 0 to return to camera view. Zoom in, find a frame that's most critical for... This one's good. You see the marker is very offset of the face, so this could be the biggest marker I need. I take that. And in the other, yeah, this is really huge. Okay, but we take that. And this should be sufficient. Yeah. I zoom out. We don't need this anymore. So we right click the middle, the divider, and join the area, removing this. So now we have the scene with the 3 anonymization circles, vector 0, that individually follow the paths that we have made in the previous video. Okay.